All right. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you doing on this phenomenal Sunday evening? Sunday evening for me. It may be morning time, afternoon time for you, whatever time of day it is. I hope that you're doing absolutely spectacular. All right. Yes. Come on in. Come on in this room. Please, I would love for you to say hello. I would love for you to say, hey, what's up? Peace, peace and blessings. Give the salams, all of that good stuff. Tell me where you're from. I love to interact with the audience. All right. Because we are in this together. So if this is your first time here, yes, you are about to experience a read aloud. I am a literacy engagement artist. Okay. All right. That's my title, literacy engagement artist. And what do? I help to get our community into reading by making books come to life. All right. I love reading books aloud. I think that is one of the most easiest ways that we can get our children into reading. Also, it's a way to connect and bond with your children, grandchildren, whoever you are, whenever you are with children, whether if you don't have children, it could be students, whomever, but it's definitely a great bonding experience. It helps with so many different things. And that's what we about, y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and get started. Today's book is this awesome book here, Emmanuel's Dream, the true story of Emmanuel, Ofosu, Yeboah, written by Laurie and Thompson and Sean Qualls. All right. So if you are ready to listen to a story that's about determination, perseverance, making a way out of no way, and also celebrating our community members who are disabled, who come from either special needs, whether it's neurological, whether it's physical, as you will get to learn about Brother Emmanuel. We have to make sure that we are being inclusive and also that we are not treating our disabled population as if they are not able. Okay. Just because you have a disability does not mean that you are not able or have the ability to do whatever it is that you put your mind to. So let's dive on in. And afterwards, it will be a Kahoot game being played as well. All right. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I want to give a special thank you to Dr. Islam for donating this book to our organization. She's donated so many books to us throughout the years, and we are so blessed to have her being able to make sure that ABC Read is doing what we need to do for the community. All right. So let's dive in. In Ghana, West Africa, a baby boy was born. Two bright eyes blinked in the light. Two healthy lungs let out a powerful cry. Two tiny fists opened and closed, but only one strong leg kicked. Most people thought he would be useless or worse, a curse. His father left, never to return. But his mother had faith. Her name was Comfort, and she named her first child Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. As Emmanuel grew, Mama Comfort told him he could have anything, but he would have to get it for himself. He learned to crawl and hop, to fetch water and climb coconut trees. He even shined shoes to earn money. Most kids with disabilities couldn't go to school. Still, Emmanuel's mother carried him there until one day she said, "You are too heavy." From then on, Emmanuel hopped to school and back 2 miles each way on one leg by himself. At first, nobody would play with him. So Emmanuel saved his money and bought something none of his classmates had, a brand new soccer ball. Of course, he would share it if he could play too. Lunging and spinning on crutches his grandmother had found for him and kicking the ball with his good left foot, Emmanuel earned their respect. His new friends sometimes used their lunch money to rent bikes. Would Emmanuel be able to join them? His friend Godwin pushed him fast so he could balance. Over and over again, Emmanuel fell hard. But finally, he rode. When Emmanuel was 13, Mama Comfort got very sick. She could no longer sell vegetables at the market, and Emmanuel's sister and brother were too little to work. He would have to support them. Against his mother's wishes, Emmanuel snuck out and boarded a midnight train to the bustling city of Accra, 150 miles away, alone. He didn't know it then, but it would be 2 years before he saw his family again. Emmanuel arrived full of hope. There were so many people, but no one would hire him. Shopkeepers and restaurant owners told him to go out and beg like other disabled people did. Emmanuel refused. Finally, a food stand owner offered him a job and a place to live. When Emmanuel wasn't serving drinks, he kept busy shining shoes. He earned money and sent it home. One morning, when Emmanuel went to buy shoe shining supplies, the shopkeeper thought he was there to beg and scolded him. Insulted, Emmanuel slammed his money down on the counter. The shopkeeper apologized, but Emmanuel would never forget. When Mama Comfort grew sick, Emmanuel went home to be with her. From her bed on Christmas Eve, she told her son, "Be respectful, take care of your family, don't ever beg, and don't give up." By the next morning, Emmanuel's beloved mother was dead. He was heartbroken, but he knew her last words had been a gift. He would honor them by showing everyone that being disabled does not mean being unable. It was a big dream, but Emmanuel had a plan. Emmanuel had a sharp mind, a bold heart, and one strong leg. All he needed was a bike. At first, no one would help. They thought his plan to bicycle around Ghana was impossible. Then Emmanuel wrote to the Challenged Athletes Foundation, all the way in San Diego, California. They sent him a bike, plus a helmet, shorts, socks, and gloves. Emmanuel started training for the long ride. He persuaded the king of his region to give him a royal blessing. He went door to door asking for additional support. Finally, he hired a taxi to follow him with drinking water, a camera, and his best friends. Then Emmanuel tied his right leg to the bike's frame, jammed his left foot into a flip flop attached to the pedal, and rode. Emmanuel pedaled through the bustling city of Accra. He pedaled through rainforests, over rolling hills, and across wide, muddy rivers. He pedaled past Odom forests and plantain farms, and through the market city of Kumasi. He pedaled as trucks roared past on the narrow highways and wild animals stalked his thoughts. He pedaled through vast grasslands and into the ancient city of Tamale. He rode up, down, across, and around his country, proudly wearing the colors of its flag on a shirt printed with the words, the Pozo, or the disabled person. Along the way, Emmanuel talked to those with physical challenges and those without, to poor farm workers and wealthy landowners, to religious leaders, government officials, and reporters. He wanted everyone to see him and his disability. He wanted everyone to hear him and his message. The farther Emmanuel rode, the more attention he got. Children cheered. Able-bodied adults ran or rode along with him. People with disabilities left their homes and came outside, some for the very first time. The young man once thought of as cursed was becoming a national hero. He completed his astounding journey, pedaling south to the sea and back up to Accra, nearly 400 miles in just 10 days. But Emmanuel's success goes even further than that. He proved that one leg is enough to do great things, and one person is enough to change the world. And a quote from him is, "In this world, we are not perfect. We can only do our best." Emmanuel Ofosu, Yeboah. The end. Yes, yes. And it has an author's note. And he's still alive. So I would advise you guys looking him up with your children. This is a great story. I remember learning about him through this book, by the way. I had never heard of him until I came across this book. I want to say, because I had read this years ago at a reading. It was a literacy event at a school here, a Montessori school here. And I remember reading it and everything. And I'm like, wow, man, this was like definitely probably about 12 years ago or so now. And I always, every time I read the story, I just be like, man, like you talk about you should not be complaining. Okay, here it is. He hopped to school. And the fact that his mother said, no, I'm not going to raise you as if you have to be dependent on other people. I'm going to raise you to be as independent as possible. And that right there was a blessing. I know some people, and especially being a mother, and I'm a mother of a son who is autistic. And sometimes it definitely being that mother and giving that mother's love, you always want to jump in and run in and protect. And you're like, man, I don't want nothing to happen to you. I don't want people to take advantage of you, try to play you. But the best way to raise your child who has any type of special needs or disability, just like with all of our children, is to raise them to be empowered and independent, right? We need each other, but we should not be dependent upon people and waiting for people to do things for us that we know that we can do for ourselves. So, with that being said, I, of course, have the Kahoot game that I'm ready to pull up. Hopefully, I see 3 people are watching. Hopefully, you guys will participate because this is the way we are able to engage as a community, y'all. All right. So let's see. Let me pull it up. Wait, let me see. The one I want to get. I think so. Yeah. Because all right. Yep. All right. Let me see. And then host live. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right. Continue with no island. And click start. And do the share. Ooh. Uh-oh. I did that the wrong way. Uh-oh. Let's see. All right, let me go back. Sorry, you guys. Here. All right, here we go. So hopefully I will get to see those participants coming on in. All right. Yay. All right. There we go, y'all. Let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Come on through. Look at my crew. Look at my crew. Okay. We got TJ. What's up, Princess Pretty? How you? We got CSJ. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And we have we have the cool little avatar. So, no name. That's all right. You got your avatar. I like it. I love it. Let's go ahead and get started, y'all. I'm gonna click play right now. We got our crew. Let's do this. All right, and click that old start button. There we go. Oh, okay. I got it all the way up. Cool. Perfect. Okay. All right. 18 questions, you guys. All right. You all remember the country in Africa he was born? Born in Oh, wow. One person got it right. Ghana. Ghana. Okay. Let's see. Let me go back to so you guys can see who was able to get right. All right. CSJ. Okay. Yep. So everybody else, hopefully you'll get the next one. Okay. Hopefully you guys were able to listen to the whole story too. Because I know sometimes that happens. If you come in late, then you miss some parts. So you just pretty much taking a guess. Emmanuel's dream is a fictional story. Is true or false? So that means you got to know what fiction is, right? Fictional story. All right. Yay. That's what I'm talking about. Look at y'all. Yes. Woo. Let's see. Let's go on back. Let's go on back. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody. Yay. Go ahead. I know that's right. Hard it up, Princess Pretty. Hard it up. Okay. Everybody got that one right. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all know I love to see y'all winning. You know this. Okay. All right. Emmanuel was born with only one strong what? Arm, eye, ear, or leg. I know it. Thank you. Okay. I was looking at y'all like this. Mm-hmm. Y'all know I was. All right. Let's see. Let's go on back. Go on back. What's on my screen? I keep. All right. Woo! Look at this. Go ahead, CSJ with the high street. Make it do what it do. All right. Let's see. Go to next. All right. What is the meaning of Emmanuel's name? You all remember that from the book. All right. Y'all on a roll. Okay. Yes, indeed. Come through. Look at y'all. I'm so proud of y'all. Come on. Y'all was paying attention to this story. Okay. All right. Why did his mama tell her disabled son he had to learn to get things for himself? We just talked about that, right? I just was talking about that. Let's see one more answer. Okay, oh, four. Okay, good, good. Yes, yes, that's right. Exactly, right? Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Come on. Come on, y'all. Y'all on a roll today, okay? 1/3 of the way finished, right? How did Emmanuel get back into school? What did my homeboy do? Yes, he hopped. Okay. He beat out all, you know how the parents, I know in my generation, my parents, we used to walk to school in 12 feet of snow. Well, Emmanuel beat everybody because he hopped to school on one leg. How about that? Okay. How about that? So can't nobody say nothing. Look at that. Go ahead, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Why were the kids at school so impressed with Emmanuel? Exactly. Very good. Very good. All right. I figured you guys would get that. I figured you would get that. Yay! I love it. I love it, you guys. This is so awesome, man. I get so excited. It's one of my favorite days of the week. Yes, yes. Okay. Yes, yeah. He pushed him so he can gain his balance on the bike. Yes. That's how he helped him. Yep. He was blessed. Man, he had a really such a blessing. All right. Why did Emmanuel sneak out of the house to the midnight train cry? Midnight train door. Midnight train door. Yes, yes, yes. You talking about a blessed kid, man. Oh my goodness. And a beautiful mom. Just great spirit. Love it. Look at this. Woo! Y'all on fire. Y'all on fire today. Okay, why didn't people want to hire him? Yep. Isn't that when I read that, I was like, that is just so mean. Like they thought he should beg and not look at him in an honorable way for wanting to work. That was just so, I was like, oh my God, man, that's crazy. So, but yeah. The shopkeeper thought Emmanuel was there to beg and scold. Scold. Very good. That's right. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's see. Yep. Woo, look at that. You see yourself, Princess Pretty? Making a comeback with 3 in a row. You go, girl. You go. That's what I'm talking about. Sure. Mama's last words for her son before she died was respect, care for his family. Don't ever beg. It was the last. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Wonderful words to leave her son with. Wow. He had a great foundation. His mother and the community, man, they stepped up, man. They weren't playing. They said, no, you ain't about to play, Emmanuel. Mm-mm. What was Emmanuel's big dream? Hey, yeah, to ride his bike all around Ghana. That was his big dream. Hmm. Yep. It looks like only it's like a couple people had answered that one. Let's see. And go back. All right, cool, cool. You guys are on it though. You guys are really doing phenomenal. I love it. I see it's just 2 people in. That's what happened. Maybe they got booted out or something. Hopefully they'll come back to be able to finish. So we got our last few. What was the name of the Yes. Yep. Challenged Athletes Foundation. Yeah, that was pretty dope. Pretty dope. Just goes to show you when there's a will, there's a way, right? Always remember that. Please take lessons from this book. This book has so many gems in there. That's why I love this story. One of my favorite books to read. What did he do with his disabled thing? I read that. I was like, man, this is genius. Okay. Yes. Tied his leg to the bike's frame, right? Like for I was just like, but God, won't God do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Okay. When you're trying, all right. When you're trying, God makes a way. Yes, indeed. I'm a firm believer in that, y'all. Why did Emmanuel feel it was important for people to see him? Yes, yes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. That's right, y'all. Yep. Yes, yes. Woo, man. Look at these scores, man. Y'all ain't playing. Oh, everybody is doing phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Okay, let me go to the last few. So we have like our last couple. So we have 17 and 18. How do people react to him riding his bike? Hey, that's right. That's right. It was like a family affair, huh? Man, when you get on your thing, man, people just they be like pumped. They like, I want to see you win. They want to see him win. I love it. Let's get to this last question. Now, how long did it take for him to complete his journey? You all remember that from the book? Yay, that's right. 10 days. Yep. 10 days. Absolutely amazing. So you guys can see. All right. Woo! Congratulations, CSJ. Then we have our person, the avatar. All right. Got the cool hat on. Got second place. And we have TJ with third. And also, congratulations to you, Princess Pretty, as well. You did great. I saw you and I'm just super proud of you and I'm super proud of everybody. And I am so glad that you all joined for this evening. Okay. I hope this was worth your while. I hope that this was a great little over 30 minutes well spent. Okay. That is something that I'm intentional about when I come in these social media streets. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm adding value to your lives. All right. So, again, thank you for listening. Thank you. I hope that you guys learned a lot about him. Make sure that you share these videos as well. You see the ticker. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love the interaction because at least it shows me, yeah, it was a good game. Thank you so much, CS James. Thank you so much. It was. Y'all were like on it. Y'all look like y'all were really just engaged. Y'all obviously understood the story. That wasn't an issue at all. And I hope that you all do a little more research and digging on him and finding out more about Emmanuel. What is he up to? I want to know, is he still riding his bike? What is he doing? Right. I just also want to share with you guys, you see the ticker at the bottom. We always are accepting donations. I want to shout out again our brother Akeen here in Cleveland. He is doing great things in the real estate development in Cleveland, and he donated a nice amount of books to our organization. All right. So, and I'm just super happy that he had said, hey, look, I got these books, y'all who need them. Like, we here. And it was just such a blessing. So shout out again to him. Shout out to my dear sister friend, Shahida, for even telling me about it. I wouldn't have known if she did not contact me. And that's what I be talking about, relationships, connections. When people see you doing work in a community, then it's like the blessings come, just like in the book, right? When people see that you want to do something that is great and they see you for real, people show up. God make a way and they just start coming. All right. So I hope that you all got that lesson. Last but not least, make sure that if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure that you do so. I'm also a podcaster. The name of my podcast is the Reading is Freedom Podcast as well. I also have a line of merch that I sell as well. Reading is Freedom. That's one of it right here. This is one of our mugs that we sell. And last, I'm also a co-author of this book, Healed, Empowered, Resilient. So if you're interested in a good read of anthology of stories written by myself and 9 other amazing women about how we have taken our setbacks and turned them into comebacks, and it's inspirational, great stories in here, I highly recommend that you get this book. All right. So, and you get it on Amazon. Okay. So with that being said, thank you all for joining this Sunday. And remember, I'll leave it there. All right. Thank you all again for joining. And remember to please keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. And remember, reading is freedom. Peace.